A man was in a hurry to meet his friend down at the nearby lake. On the way down there, he was stopped by a man fully dressed in red. The man pulled over and the red man asked, "Hi, I'm the red jerk of the highway. Have anything to eat?" The man smiled and handed him a sandwich. He continued down the highway and was yet again pulled over by a man fully dressed in green. He stopped and the guy in green said, "Hi, I'm the green jerk of the highway. Have anything to drink?" Without smiling, the man handed the green guy his Coke. He started off again and started to speed down the highway. Yet again he was stopped by a guy fully dressed in blue. Sighing, he pulled over and pulled down his window, leant out and said, "Let me guess. You're the blue jerk of the highway. What do you want?" "Registration and license, please," came the reply. A man comes back home and goes over to the bedroom, looks at his wife and says, "You need to undress now. Come on, take off your clothes." Confused, the woman takes her clothes off and waits to see what happens next. The man takes a gift out from his shopping bag and hands it to her. She opens the bag and notices a bra there. The man looks at her and says, "It's a handmade bra, made from special sheepdog fur. Come on now, put it on." The woman puts them on and starts giggling. "Is this to keep my boobies nice and warm?" The man looks at her chest and says, "No, but they are rounding them up and pointing them in the right direction." The CIA was in the process of recruiting 3 potential agents, consisting of 2 men and a woman, and decided to administer the ultimate test of loyalty and commitment to weed out those who wouldn't follow orders under extreme pressure. They brought the first of the male candidates to a closed door and provided him with a loaded firearm. The interviewer explained, his voice serious, "We need to be absolutely certain that you'll follow orders, regardless of the circumstances. Behind this door, you'll find your wife seated in a chair. Your task is to shoot her." The man, shocked and horrified by the request, responded incredulously, "You can't be serious. I could never bring myself to shoot my own wife, no matter what the situation." The interviewer, without any emotion, concluded, "Then you're not the right person for this job." The second man was presented with the same chilling instructions. After hesitating for a full 5 minutes, his face a mask of neutrony conflict, he emerged from the room with tears streaming down his face and said, his voice choked with emotion, "I just can't do it. I can't bring myself to harm her." Finally, it was the woman's turn to face the test. But this time, her husband was the target seated behind the door. She was handed the gun and proceeded into the room. For the first 10 seconds, there was complete silence, an eerie calm before the storm. Suddenly, a cacophony of crashing, banging, and screaming erupted from behind the closed door, the sounds of a violent struggle echoing through the hallway. A few minutes later, the woman emerged from the room, wiping sweat from her brow and looking slightly disheveled. "It seems someone forgot to load the gun," she reported matter-of-factly, "but not to worry, I got him with a chair leg.